You know, all losses are tough, but you know, seem like some are a little bit tougher than others. You know, you can play good ball and lose at the end. That's one thing, but for us today, never really were in it. As you just talk about defense versus their offense, you can't let a team run the ball like that. Team runs the ball like that on you, most of the time it'll say loss at the end. Now offensively, when you turn the ball over like that, you know, that of course compounds it quite a bit. We started off the right way, you know, forcing taking the ball away, forcing a turnover, but you know, of mistakes to get us out of field goal range pretty much, and not get any points right there kind of set the trend, you know, for the day. A lot of reason why, of course, we didn't get the guys ready. Always starts on the head football coach with that. I thought we practiced better and we would play better. So it's kind of where we are. Disappointing. Thank God it only counts one loss. Take your question.
Well, you went with Jimmy Marquez, some other linebackers. Just what were the cause for the linebacker change and not having Trey out there?
If a guy's out on the football field, we feel like he gives us the best chance to play, gives us the best chance to win. And if a guy has been out there and he's not out there anymore, we're not satisfied with the play. So that's just a standard way that we do things. And if some guys have played throughout this time and we haven't been playing ball, you have to look at other guys on the roster, and that's what we're doing.
Your defense made some good plays today and
let's talk about those. Let me know which one that was now.
They created some takeaways, but yet you couldn't convert those into points. How frustrating is that?
That's frustrating. You know, you have to. That is a positive. And, you know, it's hard to look at, you know, for some of the positive when there's so much negative out there. But forcing those you know, taking the ball away did give us an opportunity. And offensively, though, you know, when you can't run the football and, you know, we can't just rely on the pass. You know, we got some passing yards at the end, but never really got on with our pass either. So, but yes, we need to be able to put that into points.
Why did you think the offense struggled?
I'm sorry?
Why did you think the offense struggled?
I wish I knew that. I would have done something about it out there. All right. All the things we've been talking about right now.
What's Mike Epstein's status?
Mike Epstein has a foot injury. We missed the rest of the season.
I think Rayvon did there.
You know, we didn't do a lot, you know, with the running game. You know, Rayvon will always run hard, but today, not enough production in the running game. Of course, you looked at the running back, but, you know, last week, you know, when we had success, we talked about what was happening up front. So we have to say we didn't get the job up front today, get the job done up front.
Any idea, Lovie, what Carmoni was thinking on the?
No, it's a tough situation to put a freshman in. Carmoni is probably our fourth punt returner, you know. Losing Mike, Tony Adams out, and really the next guy is probably Ricky Smalling, so it's a tough position to put him in. We didn't handle it well.
What did you see out of Ricky Smalling today?
Looking for some positive things. I thought Ricky competed hard, made some good plays. Last week he did, so I thought he took another step. You know, he's a big, strong receiver, can catch the ball. He had that one drop, but for the most part, thought he competed well and made plays for us.
Is Mikey's status a long-term thing, or do you know?
No, he went out with a knee injury today. I wouldn't say that. We're not there. He just couldn't finish the game today. That's all I know.
Your voice today, or did that start earlier?
No, that started early. And of course, you should lose your voice, and that when our team is playing that way. But this was long before that.
Defensively, you know, trying different people, but game to game, are you noticing the same trends, or did today seem different?
We haven't been satisfied, Shannon, with how we played defense throughout. And that's why you keep searching for answers, and that's scheme tweaks, that's personnel, to make sure that we've had an opportunity to see everybody on the roster to see if there are better options that we have. But, again, right now we're not getting the job done. Simple as that defensively.
Coach, you're 2-4, and now that's not where you want to be. Talk about what would you do going forward?
Well, that isn't where we want to be, but it's where we are. And, you know, when you have a performance like this, thank God you get a chance to, you know, play another game. And so we're going to go up to Minnesota next week. We play better than this, you know, today. So next week we got to get back, clean up some things, and play better ball, which we're capable of doing.
Lovie, this is Rutgers' first win in 16 conference games. Just where's the set for your team right now, do you think?
I mean, you know, Jeremy, Rutgers, you know, didn't have much to do with us. Right now where we are, what I'm talking about is where we are. There's disappointment in what we did today. So you have to, one game, and evaluate this performance. It wasn't good enough. We have to play better, and we will play better. We're capable of playing better than we played today. All phases. Coaching on down.
Early this season, you felt like your team was making just steady progress week to week. Do you still feel that way?
Yes. Last week I talked about us making progress. This week we didn't. So, again, group them, game at a time. Overall, we're not going to put the entire season into this game. Today, disappointing.
Coach, did the Rutgers QB decision impact any of your defensive line?
No, it didn't. Our biggest problem, what Rutgers did, was stopping the run. Quarterbacks contributed a little bit to that, but it was more traditional running plays, us not being able to tackle their running back.
Offensive line today, is that kind of a product of having all those young guys out there?
I'm sorry?
Offensive line play today, is that kind of a product of the young guys out there? Maybe
same product as last week when we rushed the ball well. So, again, guys, I'm trying to run away from your question, but don't know what happened today. We would have fixed it, you know, before now. We didn't play as well today for whatever reason. We'll look at the video and make the necessary corrections and play better ball next week. I know there are a lot of students back here. Question? Yes?
With Mike Epstein being out for the rest of the season, should we expect to see the same performance rushing the ball for the rest of the season?
You mean performance today? Yes. Hopefully not. We need to rush the ball a lot better than we did today, which we're capable of doing. Of course, you're talking about Mike Epstein out, is that correct? Yeah, Mike's a good running back, but we have others that can run the football. It still starts up front first. Other questions, students? Yes?
With all the inexperienced or younger players playing on your team so far, do you think it'll be harder to keep it going for the long run throughout the season without the experience needed?
No, I think if you're a young player, you should cherish this opportunity. With young players, you can have mistakes. It's growing pains, but eventually young players get better. That's how we're looking at it. We have a talented group. We're not there yet, but eventually we'll get there. I think they see that and kind of know what we're doing as we're building. Yes?
Did you attribute a lot of the tackling issues and coverage issues to being such a young team?
It'd be easy for me to say. I could really blame everything on us being young. Can't say that. We had, you know, older players miss tackles today. Just a combination of all. You know, some days you just don't have it, and that's the only answer you can give. Question?
Coach, Kendrick Foster and Reggie Corman produced for you in the past. Just what do you need to see from that move?
Well, when they get an opportunity, some production. Reggie didn't do an awful lot today, but we're seeing signs. I mean, we have a lot of running backs, and they all have something that they do well. It's hard to get guys involved when you can't sustain drives and you don't get the running game going. It's hard to take a look at all of them, but next week we'll try to get back to doing what we do, you know, best, running the football first, then relying on the pass.
Did Mike Epstein find out this week he was out for the year? Was it recent? And I'm just wondering how he reacted. How he's reacted to that.
He's reacting as well as you can. It's just, you know, whenever you're out for the season, it's disappointment there. As far as when it happened, it doesn't really matter. You know, we knew later part of the week he wasn't going to play and had it checked out. He'll come back. When you're a freshman, it's disappointment. But you know, I think most freshmen want to see if they can play at the next level. Mike has seen that he can play at the next level, and he'll come back as strong as ever next year.
James Crawford had the only sack for you guys today. The overall defense struggles, are they tied maybe to not getting as much pressure on the quarterback?
Yeah, tied to everything, really, right now. Crawford is a good player. He should be sacking the ball. Our pass rush wasn't good enough. We lost containment too many times a day. Critical situation. We have to get that tightened up. But the D-line play is a part of where we are right now, the disappointment, along with the linebackers and all. Today, the secondary didn't really get challenged that much. Thank you.
All right, we have our players.